मैं वापस से रिपीट करता हूँ ताकि रिकॉर्डिंग अच्छे से शुरू हो, ठीक है। सो हम लोग आज पढ़ेंगे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस। ओके, सो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस में हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं, हाँ, तुम लोगों ने डिस्क्रिमिनेंट पता है तुमको? डिस्क्रिमिनेंट क्या होता है?
वो बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac वाला ना, या
हाँ राइट, ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c इक्वल टू 0। मान लो अगर एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है, so we have something called as the discriminant. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Okay, now हम लोगों ने ये भी पढ़ा था कि अगर d greater than 0 होता है तो कुछ होता है, d equals to 0 होता है तो भी कुछ होता है, d less than 0 होता है तो भी कुछ होता है। मतलब कुछ कुछ तो होता है, पर हमको बताना है कि क्या होता है।
When
so
d
बताओ।
is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct.
Okay.
If d is equal to 0, the roots are identical.
Okay, what is when d is less than 0?
Imaginary.
The roots are imaginary.
इमेजिनरी, ठीक है, नाइस। सो मैं ग्राफ प्लॉट करके बताता हूँ। लेट्स से एक हमारी एक्स एक्सिस है, एक हमारी वाई एक्सिस है। ऑफ कोर्स तुमको ये पता होगा कि क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन में वी हैव ग्राफ समथिंग लाइक दिस, राइट? सी एंड अ रिवर्स सी। सो इस शेप को हम लोग बोलते हैं पैराबोला। वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी दैट इन कोनिक सेक्शंस। सो दिस शेप इज कॉल्ड एज पैराबोला। सो अगर मैंने ये वाला ग्राफ दिया है तो इसमें डी का वैल्यू क्या होगा? नो आइडिया।
किसका वैल्यू सर?
सॉरी,
किसका वैल्यू?
डी, डी डिस्क्रिमिनेंट, मतलब पॉजिटिव होगा, इक्वल टू 0 होगा या लेस देन 0 होगा?
सर आई डोंट नो।
आई डोंट नो, ठीक है। सो देखो,
Less than
जहां
0.
या सॉरी, लेस देन
Less
0।
than 0.
लेस देन 0 कब होता है? जब इमेजिनरी रूट्स होता है, राइट? अब मैं पहले बताता हूँ रूट्स कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं। देखो, यहाँ पे ये इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है और यहाँ पे ये इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है। सो बेसिकली ये जो कर्व है दैट इज फॉर y इज इक्वल टू ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c, राइट? क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन तब कब होता है? जब y की वैल्यू 0। So we tend to find out those value of x when the value of y becomes 0, right? हम इस इक्वेशन के रूट्स निकालते हैं, ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c इक्वल टू 0। सो जिन जिन वैल्यूज पे y की वैल्यू 0 हो रही है वो हमारे रूट्स होंगे। तो कौन सी दो वैल्यूज हैं? एक वैल्यू ये है क्योंकि फॉर दिस x द वैल्यू ऑफ y इज 0, अगेन फॉर दिस x द वैल्यू ऑफ y इज 0, राइट? And since both of these points are on the real x axis, तो हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? दोनों रूट्स क्या हैं? रियल हैं एंड डिस्टिंक्ट है। Are you getting? Both of the roots are real and distinct. So this means this is real and distinct. Okay, what about this case?
D is equal to 0.
D is equal to 0. Okay, how many of you agree with this?
I agree.
ठीक है, D is equal to 0 क्योंकि we have only one point at which the graph is touching, right? So या तो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के दोनों रियल रूट्स होते हैं या दोनों इमेजिनरी होते हैं। ये चीज भी ध्यान रखना, ऐसा नहीं होगा एक रियल होगा एक इमेजिनरी होगा, या तो दोनों रियल रूट्स होते हैं या दोनों इमेजिनरी रूट्स होते हैं, ठीक है? सो दिस इज द केस व्हेन d इज इक्वल टू 0। तो सर आप मुझे ये बताओ कि d लेस देन 0 का केस कैसा होगा, क्योंकि वहां तो इमेजिनरी रूट्स होते हैं। सो वो कुछ ऐसा ग्राफ होगा, not touching the x-axis at all.
So your x will be 0 then, right?
X will be 0.
No, in the sense like आपने like how in the first one you wrote like y equals to ax plus bx plus c. So that
No,
will be
again
for
the
x.
equation is this. Again the equation is this. But जो x की वैल्यूज है that doesn't lie on the real plane. हम लोगों ने दो प्लेन्स पढ़ी थी, तुमको कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर याद हो तो एक रियल प्लेन और एक कॉम्प्लेक्स
Right,
प्लेन।
right. हाँ, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So हम जो अभी बना रहे हैं that is real x axis and real y axis. तो इस प्लेन पे तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता इसका सोल्यूशन। That is why there is no x such that y is equal to 0. ओके, ऑल क्लियर। तो मुझे एक चीज बताओ, अगर मैं तुमको एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन देता हूँ और मैं बोलता हूँ कि लेट्स से उसमें कुछ वेरिएबल्स हैं, लेट्स से कोई एक ऐसी इक्वेशन है ax² + 6x + 5 = 0। मैंने तुम्हें बोला मुझे ऐसी a की वैल्यूज बताओ कि इस इक्वेशन के रियल रूट्स हों। सो क्या कंडीशन यूज करेंगे हम लोग?
D is greater than 0.
Greater than 0.
व्हाई नॉट ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू? इक्वल टू पे भी तो रियल रूट्स होते हैं।
Identical भी रह सकते हैं, हाँ, so you can count that
तो मैंने
also.
बोला केवल रियल रूट्स होने चाहिए, राइट? सो ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, यहाँ पे इनइक्वालिटी यूज होती है। तो d इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0, तो मान लो कुछ इक्वेशन बनी तो तुमको इक्वेशन इनइक्वालिटी के थ्रू सॉल्व करनी है। ओके, दैट इज व्हाई हम लोगों ने ये कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा। सो यही कॉन्सेप्ट था, एंड देयर इज वन मोर। ये सबने नोट डाउन कर लिया?
Yes.
तो अभी तक ऑल इन ऑल कंक्लूड करता हूँ कि क्या पढ़ा हम लोग ने पढ़ा कि जब d ग्रेटर देन 0 होता है तो ग्राफ एक्स एक्सिस को 2 पॉइंट्स पे टच करता है, ठीक है। जब d इक्वल्स टू 0 होता है तो पैराबोला कट्स द एक्स एक्सिस और टचेस द एक्स एक्सिस एट ओनली वन पॉइंट। व्हेन d इज लेस देन 0 देयर इज नो प्लेस एट व्हिच द ग्राफ टचेस द एक्स एक्सिस और कट्स द एक्स एक्सिस। चलो ठीक है, वापस से इस इक्वेशन पे आ जाते हैं। ax² + bx + c = 0। तो सर आपने ये बताया कि पैराबोला की पोजीशन कैसे डिफाइन होती है, बट आप हम ये बताओ कि पैराबोला अपवर्ड बनेगा या डाउनवर्ड बनेगा? तो वो हम चेक करते हैं लीडिंग कोफिशिएंट से, a के साइन से। अगर a पॉजिटिव है, if a is positive then it is a upward parabola, if a is negative then it is a downward parabola. Let me write this properly. If the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola goes up. If a is negative, the parabola goes down. ठीक है। सो अब मैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो पूछने वाला हूँ, लेट्स से अगर मैं बोलूं कि कोई एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है, अगेन लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ax² + 6x + 5। I want this quadratic equation to be always positive, always greater than 0. ये कैसे पॉसिबल है? देखो ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव है मतलब 0 तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, 0 तो नहीं होगा, तो इक्वेशन का कोई रूट नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? क्योंकि अगर इक्वेशन का रूट है, इन दैट केस अगर इक्वेशन का रूट है तो d का वैल्यू सॉरी हाँ, अगर इक्वेशन का रूट नहीं है तो d शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 0, राइट? क्योंकि अगर d 0 नहीं होगा या d इक्वल टू 0, d शुड बी लेस देन 0। माय बैड, इक्वेशन का एक भी रूट नहीं होना चाहिए। d ग्रेटर देन 0 पे तो रूट्स एग्जिस्ट करेंगे। हमको ये चाहिए कि x एक्सिस पे टच ही ना करे, और x एक्सिस पे कब टच नहीं करता? जब d इज लेस देन 0। ओके, अब मैंने बोला है कि इक्वेशन हमेशा पॉजिटिव होनी चाहिए, तो d लेस देन 0 पे दो कर्व पॉसिबल है, या तो ऊपर बन जाए या नीचे बन जाए, राइट? दोनों केसेस पॉसिबल है, बट मैंने बोला है कि इक्वेशन हैज टू बी पॉजिटिव, मतलब फॉर ऑल वैल्यूज ऑफ x द वैल्यूज ऑफ y हैज टू बी पॉजिटिव। सो ये वाला जो केस है दैट इज व्हेन a इज पॉजिटिव एंड d इज नेगेटिव, एंड ये वाला जो केस है दैट इज व्हेन a इज नेगेटिव एंड d इज नेगेटिव। आर यू गेटिंग लीडिंग कोफिशिएंट का क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? अगर लीडिंग कोफिशिएंट पॉजिटिव है, d इज नेगेटिव, देन द ग्राफ विल नेवर टच द x एक्सिस एंड इट विल गो only and only above the x axis, right? एंड अगर x एक्सिस से ऊपर है तो इस इक्वेशन की कोई भी वैल्यू ऑफ x के लिए इस इक्वेशन की वैल्यू हमेशा पॉजिटिव होगी। सो अगर कोई इक्वेशन है जिसको तुमको बोला गया है कि दिस हैज टू बी ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव, देन द कंडीशन इज कि डिस्क्रिमिनेंट हैज टू बी नेगेटिव एंड द लीडिंग कोफिशिएंट हैज टू बी पॉजिटिव। ओके, सिमिलरली अगर कोई इक्वेशन है कि ax square plus 6x plus 5 has to be negative, so in that case क्या कंडीशन होगी? सॉरी, हाँ नेगेटिव.
A would be lesser than 0.
E and D are both negative.
And D both negative.
Exactly, A and D both negative. Let's sum up all of this in terms of graph. So I'll make 3 different graphs या 6 different graphs and तुम लोग को बताना है हम लोग कितने लोग हैं. 1 2 3 7 है, कोई बात नहीं. So ये x axis है, मैं y axis नहीं बना रहा हूँ. This is the x axis and तुमको A and D पे कंडीशन बतानी है.
चार्ट में लिखना है.
नहीं, I'll ask you one by one. Okay, to start with, okay, Sanskriti. Condition of A and D for the first case. देखो ये
Sir,
yeah,
D is greater than 0.
okay,
And A is less than 0.
A is less than 0. Exactly right. So A is less than 0. पैराबोला डाउनवर्ड है तो बिना देखे आंखें बंद करके तुम बोल सकते हो कि A is less than 0. बट आंखें खोल के ये देख लेना कि पैराबोला डाउनवर्ड है. ठीक है. सर आपने बोला था आंखें बंद करके देखना है तो हम तो रैंडम गेस कर रहे थे. So D is greater than 0 क्योंकि x एक्सिस पे 2 पॉइंट पे टच कर रहा है and A is negative क्योंकि पैराबोला is downward. Okay, let's go to the next one. Rashid.
D is less than 0 and A is greater. Yeah, greater. No, wait. A is also less than 0.
अरे A is less than 0. We have to tell about D now.
I said no. D is also equal. Sorry, D is equal to 0. Yeah.
Okay. Arnav.
Yes, sir. A is lesser than 0 and D is lesser than 0.
Great. Sanat.
A is greater than 0
Hmm.
and D is D is greater than 0.
Okay. Adit.
A is greater than 0 and D is equal to 0.
ठीक है, 6th वाला मैं आंसर कर देता हूँ. So it is A is greater than 0 and D is greater than 0. Right? So what are the cases? Acha, Smera and Ritu, you have to answer now. What is the case when an equation has to be positive? Always positive?
D is lesser than 0.
Lesser than
No, tell
0.
me the case. Number 1, number 2, number 4. कुछ भी, जो भी case है. Equation has to be always be positive. अच्छा, 1 second.
Number
Sixth
3
case.
and number 6.
I was wrong in number 6.
Right. Number 3 and number 6 for always positive.
Oh no, just number 6. Sorry.
Correct. So for always positive, we have number 6. For always negative,
Number 3.
number 3. Okay. So quickly ये बना लो तो I guess clear हो गया होगा.
सर मैं यहाँ पर तो आइडेंटिफाई कर लूंगा, बट आप वापस एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं अबाउट द इक्वेशन? इक्वेशन में क्या होना चाहिए, वो
लिखा
पार्ट
है ना
मेरे
मैंने,
से मिस
a
हो गया।
is a a leading
नहीं
coefficient.
नहीं,
The
that I
equation is
got it, but if you got, yeah, if you get an equation, then I'm asking.
now. So if you get an equation, you have to first calculate d, and you have to check a, the sign of a. That's all. d सबको पता होगा ना, d is b square minus 4ac. Everyone done? Okay. Let's do a question quickly. For all x belongs to R, yes guys, I hope you are doing a greater than 0 and d less than 0. Yes, so a is lambda, so lambda has to be positive, and this is of course and, और वाला condition नहीं है, ये भी होना चाहिए और ये भी होना चाहिए, ठीक है? So lambda is greater than 0 and d क्या होगा, b square, so b is 9 lambda the whole square minus 9 lambda the whole square minus 4 times a times 5 lambda plus 1. Okay, so this will be 81 lambda square minus 20 lambda square minus 4 lambda. Well, do you know how to solve this type of inequalities? No. सच में नहीं आता. Baby
Is
curve
it
method नहीं. Sorry.
Is it like how we usually do it, or there's some other method?
No, there's of course something else. Because हम लोगों ने जो पढ़ा था, that was all linear inequalities. चलो anyways फिर यहीं छोड़ देते हैं because this is again a new concept कि solving this equation is again we use wavy curve method.
So this is a
ठीक है.
quadratic.
Yeah, this is a quadratic equation. 61 lambda square minus 4 lambda is greater than 0 and lambda is greater than 0.
Lesser than 0, right?
Right. Okay, my bad.
So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't
So how
really
lesser than 0? Isn't it a real solution?
बताओ. This equation has to be always positive, right? It's always greater than 0. So if d is equal to, like if d is greater than 0, then there exist 2 real roots.
But x belongs to R.
So what?
Doesn't that mean that it's real?
X belongs to R means that you can put whole real numbers in this equation. That's all.
Understood, sir.
Okay. तुमने इसको समझ लिया कि x belongs to real, so that means we need real roots. Okay, no, not like that. Yes, Rishit, you had some doubt.
Yes, sir, I didn't really get it. How are you getting the condition as A is greater than 0 and D is smaller than 0? How are you like getting into that conclusion,
See, I saw this quadratic equation. And in the question, it is given that this quadratic equation has to be positive for all real values of x. Right? So, ये वाली condition हमने यहाँ पे discuss करी थी. That is equation number, like case number 6. This is possible only when A is positive and D is negative.
Could you tell me just one thing? So, for example, let's take the fourth condition. So, just a sec.
When you take the fourth condition, the equation is not always positive. Always positive मतलब कोई भी x की value डालो, y हमेशा positive आएगा, मतलब greater than 0 आएगा. पर यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, कोई भी दो x की values के लिए, for these two values of x, the y becomes 0, right? And is whole set पे for these all values of x, y is negative. So इसकी वजह से we cannot like use the condition for case 4.
Okay.
चलो ठीक है, मॉड्यूलस इनइक्वालिटी अब हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ेंगे. It's 3:21 and we have our classes till 5:30. Chalo, let's start conic sections now. So इट्स बीन अ लॉन्ग टाइम हमने मीम्स नहीं देखी है, तो आज एक दो मीम्स है वापस से, एंजॉय करते हैं। सो 10th तक भी ज्योमेट्री पढ़ी थी सर, 9th तक भी ज्योमेट्री पढ़ी थी, 11th में आके लगा कि शायद अब नहीं पढ़नी पड़ेगी, राइट? बट 11th में भी ज्योमेट्री है काइंड ऑफ। ओके, सो 11th की ज्योमेट्री इज अ बिट डिफरेंट। हम लोग डिफरेंट डिफरेंट शेप्स पढ़ने वाले हैं। ओके, हम लोग डिफरेंट डिफरेंट शेप्स पढ़ने वाले हैं, एंड ये शेप्स कैसे ओरिजिनेट हो रहे हैं? सो देयर आर टू नैप्ड कोन्स। आई सेड टू नैप्ड कोन्स which are placed upside down to each other, ठीक है? So एक का टिप is matching with the दूसरे का टिप, okay? Then we are taking a plane. अच्छा, मैंने napped cones बोला, तो napped cones are the cones जिनका axis perpendicular हो, I mean they are lying 90 degree with respect to the ground. Okay, we take a plane. अब plane का मतलब तुमको बहुत अच्छे से समझ आना चाहिए। plane एक ऐसा sheet होता है, right? Plane is a sheet, and the sheet is cutting the cone at different angles. The sheet is cutting the cone at different angles. So let's wait for the animation जब circle बनता है। So देखो, इस point of time पे the sheet is like straight, ऐसा कुछ। When the sheet is cutting the cone at a straight line, तुम लोगों ने फ्रस्टम पढ़ा होगा ना 10th में? अरे फ्रस्टम पढ़ा है।
तो डिजिट हुआ 10th में।
बकेट
Yeah, it
देखिए,
was
बकेट।
deleted. Yeah. Like it was deleted, but we know what it is.
You know now what is? तो ये मत बोलो,
Yeah, it's like a cone without the tip, right?
Exactly, cone without the tip. So उसका जो नीचे वाला एंड होता है that is a circle, right? So एक plane से अगर हम cone को
Yeah.
कट करते हैं at a certain angle in the sense if the plane is at a 90 degree angle with respect to the cone, so वो जो shape बनता है that is a circle. अब मैं इस plane को, मेरे को लगा यार एक शेप बता दूंगा तो 11th में थोड़ा तो कंटेंट लाना है, तो हम इस प्लेन को टिल्ट करते चलेंगे, ठीक है? इस प्लेन को टिल्ट कर रहे हैं, तो टिल्ट करते करते वी फाउंड आउट सम मोर शेप्स। तो हमने इसको टिल्ट करा, देखो अभी पर्टिकुलरली ये एंगल पे वापस से देखना जब एनिमेशन वापस आए। सो इस वाले एंगल पे वी हैव वन मोर शेप, होल्ड ऑन। हाँ, इसके बाद दिस पर्टिकुलर शेप, दैट्स अ oval kind of a thing, right? It's the shape is like this particular shape. So this particular shape is ellipse, ठीक है? वापस और उसको एंगल को टिल्ट किया, so जब ऐसा शेप आ जाए तो मैंने अभी बताया इस शेप को बोलते हैं पैराबोला, राइट? एक और शेप देखते हैं अभी एनिमेशन में। so ये हो गया ellipse, this is a parabola now, and now it is a hyperbola, this and this, क्योंकि वो दोनों कोन्स पे कट कर रहा है। वापस से देखना, वो दोनों कोन्स पे कट कर रहा है, this after this just। अब देखो दोनों कोन्स पे प्रोजेक्शन आ रहा है प्लेन का, so this particular shape is known as hyperbola, ठीक है? Whole of the conics is related to this। अब इसको conic section नाम ही इसलिए दिया गया है क्योंकि ये सारी shapes is a section of a cone which is cut by a plane, ठीक है? That is why conic and a section, ठीक है? All clear?
Sir, ellipse is like a oval shape, right?
Yeah, kind of. So अगर तुमसे कोई पूछे कि what are conic sections, so conic section is basically locus of a point which is cut by a plane in a double napped cone. It's actually a section cut by a plane in a double napped cone. Okay. So basically वापस से और अच्छे से इनको समझने के लिए, so we have two napped cones. If the plane is like, if this angle beta is 90 degree, then this becomes a circle. If there are two angles, the shape becomes a oval. So this is a oval, or rather you say this is an ellipse, not an oval now. ठीक है? This particular shape is parabola, and this particular shape is hyperbola. if you want to write something you can and tell me कि कौन सी slide से तुमको लिखना है. और it's fine, मतलब that is not relevant to your content कि ये सब कुछ एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा. This is just for कि चैप्टर का नाम conic sections क्यों है. Okay. All right. So अगर कोई पूछे conic sections क्या है तो क्या आंसर करने वाले हम लोग?
Section
क्या
cut by
कोई
a
पूछे कि
plane onto named cones.
Section of a cone.
okay, and when somebody asks you how to link a circle, ellipse, hyperbola and parabola तो ये आंसर कर देना. It's all about the cones. All right. So starting with first shape थी हमारी circle. Circle सबको पता है circle क्या होता है. So circle is a figure formed by a collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane. Right? कोई explain कर सकता है ये definition को? Line by line. He sir, this particular point is the center. This particular distance is the radius.
So will you annotate or like we have to do?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll annotate.
If you annotate, I can show.
Yeah,
So
you
you
can-
want to annotate, even you can do it. No problem.
No, in the sense like if you annotate, I'll just tell you basically.
Okay, let's say. अच्छा बताओ फिर कैसे shape बनाऊँ?
First you like take a point A.
Okay.
Yes. And then you draw like a line of X centimeter straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So what it's basically saying, like it is a figure formed by collection of all the points in the plane. So like in a circle, let's say you have all points like this. The length of those points are all equal. Like this will be equal to this, and then it's all in a uniform form. That's why.
अच्छा, but
It's-
why
it's-
in a plane? Why I can't go out of the plane? Out of the plane भी तो कुछ points ऐसे मिल जाएंगे ना कि जहाँ equal distance हो.
Because then it will become a
3D.
3D shape. And then
That
it will
would be a
become a
sphere
sphere.
then, not a circle.
That
It
will
will be a
a sphere.
two-dimensional.
Right.
It will be three-dimensional.
If I go out of the plane, it will become 3-dimensional. 2-dimensional तो already है. अगर मैं बाहर चला जाऊंगा plane के तो it will be a 3-dimensional figure. So basically मैं एक बार explain कर देता हूँ. Let's say you have a fixed point and there are points roaming around in the plane जो कि इस fixed point से fixed distance पे हैं. ठीक है? You have a point at the center and all of the points roaming around this are at a fixed distance from the center. So this is the center and this fixed distance is known as the radius. अब actually ये जो definition है ना, these are for grade 7 and 8 वाले students. हम लोग term करेंगे इसको locus की terms में. Now what is the locus?
Is it the center of the circle?
No. Locus is not only for a circle, it's for all the shapes, right? Locus is a particular term for all the shapes. So do you know what is a locus? Achha.
So
So
focus
locus
or
is-
locus?
Locus
Never
or
mind.
locus, okay. So locus is actually a collection of points stated by a specific rule or law of equation. तो सर हमको ये नहीं समझ आता, आप सर्कल में बताओ लोकस कैसे अप्लाई हो रहा है. तो लोकस ऐसे अप्लाई हो रहा है कि इन जो पॉइंट्स, जो भी हमारे पॉइंट्स हैं, दे आर बाउंडेड बाय स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन कि उनका डिस्टेंस सेंटर से कांस्टेंट होना चाहिए, राइट? सो ये बेसिकली ये सारे जो पॉइंट्स हैं, दीज आर अ लोकस ऑफ पॉइंट्स बिकॉज इन पे एक कंडीशन बाउंड है कि दे हैव टू बी एट अ फिक्स्ड डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द सेंटर. सो दैट इज व्हाई दीस सेट ऑफ पॉइंट्स आर नोन एज लोकस. ठीक है? तो अगर कोई भी सेट ऑफ पॉइंट्स हैं, उन पे कोई कंडीशन बाउंड है, देन ऑल ऑफ दोस पॉइंट्स आर कॉल्ड एज लोकस ऑफ पॉइंट्स. ओके, सो दिस इज एक्चुअली अ लोकस. Locus is defined as a collection of points stated by a specific rule or a law of equation. Okay, so अब देखते हैं locus का definition, like circle का definition in terms of a locus. So in terms of the locus of a point or loci, the locus of the circle is represented as the collection of points which are equally distant. This is the condition, equally distant from a fixed point, and this fixed point is of course the center, and yeah, the distance is the radius of the circle. Okay, all clear?
Sir, but why do we need to define it in terms of locus when we can just do it normally?
This is because you are in grade 11. You have to learn new terms. It's just that. तुमने मोशन पढ़ा तो 9th में भी था ना, फिर 11th में आके वापस क्यों पढ़ा फिजिक्स में, बताओ? You did
सर वो थोड़ा
motion
और
and
एडवांस था.
हाँ, एडवांस तो अभी हम करेंगे ना, तो अभी हमने चालू किया है बस सर्कल. We'll take it to greater heights, don't worry. तुम लोगों ने वो पढ़ा होगा मोशन में, दैट रिलेटिव मोशन का कॉन्सेप्ट, मोशन इन 1D, मोशन इन 2D, प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन. एनीवेज, ठीक है, लेट्स मूव.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, ये किस किस के साथ हुआ है? Happens ना? And टीचर को बोलो तो they ask कि go and ask your that teacher only.
Sir, not with like sections in particular, but बाकी चीजों के साथ हुआ है. Like binomial theorem के साथ हुआ था.
हाँ, binomial यार, will cover.
That is the most relatable example.
मेरे से
चलो,
अभी तक
let's.
नहीं हुआ है लकीली.
कोई बात नहीं, कॉलेज में आ जाओ, कॉलेज में होते हैं ऐसे. सो दिस इज हाउ अ सर्कल लुक्स लाइक. अब इसको हम लोग पूरा कोऑर्डिनेट पे लेके जा रहे हैं, एक्स एंड वाई प्लेन में. ठीक है, सो मैं बार बार प्लेन्स नहीं बनाते हैं. अब तुम अज्यूम करो कि इसका जो सेंटर है दैट इज अ कोऑर्डिनेट h, k. ठीक है, एंड द फिक्स्ड डिस्टेंस आई एम सेइंग दिस एज r. ऑलराइट, सो मैं कोई भी ये जो सारे पॉइंट्स हैं, इसमें कोई भी रैंडम पॉइंट ले लेता हूँ x, y. ठीक है, सो दिस ऑल x, y. अब हमको क्या करना है, बेसिकली x, y, r, h एंड k की टर्म्स में सर्कल की इक्वेशन लिखनी है. इक्वेशन मतलब x एंड y पे एक ऐसी कंडीशन लगा देनी है कि हमको पता चल जाए. मान लो अगर मेरे को x की वैल्यू पता है, तो मुझे उस इक्वेशन से y की वैल्यू निकालनी है जो इस सर्कल पे लाई कर. ठीक है, तो वो कंडीशन क्या है, हमारा लोकस का जो कंडीशन था वो था कि ये जो पॉइंट है जो भी सर्कल पे लाई कर रहे हैं, दैट आर एट अ फिक्स्ड डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द सेंटर. सो सर्कल पे पॉइंट कौन सा लाई कर रहा है, x, y. मुझे डिस्टेंस किससे निकालना है, सेंटर से. सो दैट मींस डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला यूज करूंगा, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ x माइनस h दी होल स्क्वायर प्लस y माइनस k दी होल स्क्वायर. राइट, ये डिस्टेंस होगा h, k और x, y के बीच में.
Is equal to r ना?
Is equal to r, right? So distance of any point on the circle with respect to the center is equal to the fixed distance which is called the radius. अब समझ आ रही होगी डेफिनेशन और क्लियरली.
So instead of like x2 minus x1, they just like wrote h and k, right?
Yeah, I use h and k particularly. You want me to use x2 and x1? Like अगर तुम्हारे स्कूल में ऐसा यूज होता है तो.
No, I was just asking, like it's similar,
Okay.
that's why.
ठीक है, हाँ, that's similar. That's just the variable name. ओके, सो वी टेंड टू अवॉइड स्क्वायर रूट इन आवर इक्वेशन. तो मैं दोनों साइड स्क्वायर कर देता हूँ, स्क्वायरिंग बोथ साइड्स. So what we will get is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. Okay, all clear. I'll expand this. Now this is one way in which you represent the circle. There is one more way. I'll expand this bracket, I mean the whole square. So this will be x square minus 2xh plus h square plus y square minus 2yk plus k square is equal to r square. Okay. After this, rearranging the equation, I get x square plus y square minus 2xh minus 2yk plus h square plus k square minus r square is equal to 0. So this is number 1 equation for circle, and this is the second way to represent the circle. ओके अभी तक कोई डाउट? डेफिनेशन से जैसे इक्वेशन बनाई वो समझ आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the second equation is like pretty much just a solved version of the first
Exactly.
one.
Right. अभी
So
पता चलेगा
even
that
if we use the first one and like
no,
in
you'll
a
have to,
question
you should
and
know
we
the
just
both.
continue solving it, we'll come at the second one, right?
Yeah. But you should know both of the equations because question दोनों equation से पूछा जाता है. ठीक है? Let's write a note over here. Let's say you have an equation ax square plus 2hxy. This is a equation in terms of x and y. तो अगर तुमको कोई भी एक इक्वेशन दी हुई है ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So अगर तुमसे पूछा जाए कि इस इक्वेशन में तुम बताओ कि सर्कल के लिए क्या कंडीशन होनी चाहिए, तो फर्स्ट कंडीशन क्या होनी चाहिए? देखो हमारी सर्कल की जो इक्वेशन थी उसमें एक्स वाई का टर्म नहीं था, राइट? सो इस इक्वेशन में अगर h की वैल्यू 0 है एंड a एंड b का कोफिशिएंट भी इक्वल होना चाहिए. h की वैल्यू 0 एंड a एंड b मतलब कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर एंड कोफिशिएंट ऑफ y स्क्वायर हैज टू बी इक्वल फॉर अ इक्वेशन टू बी अ सर्कल.
So can you explain this part again? Okay,
So
no, I
if
got
you-
it. I just didn't understand like the y part.
Okay. So the coefficient of x square and y square has to be equal, and the coefficient of xy, or there should be no term for xy. So h has to be 0 and a has to be equal to b. So अगर h 0 होगा, a equal to b होगा, so equation कुछ ऐसी होगी, ax square plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So for this condition, you can write condition for a circle.
So can you explain the note again? I did not understand.
Okay, it's just that you have an equation in terms of x and y. So अगर कोई भी equation and you have to tell कि for what is the condition so that this equation becomes a circle. ठीक है? Then the coefficient, the condition is that the coefficient of xy has to be 0. And where we are getting this condition, हमने already यहाँ derive करी वो condition, right? कि xy का there is no term. x into y का there is no term, right? So इसके वजह से h has to be 0. And also the coefficient of x square and y square has to be equal. Okay, write one more note. Let's say you have a circle as like it is represented in the second form, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So सेंटर के जो कोऑर्डिनेट्स होते हैं ना, सेंटर के कोऑर्डिनेट्स के लिए व्हाट वी डू इज वी गो टू द x का टर्म, वी लुक एट द कोफिशिएंट, We go to x wala term, we look at the coefficient, and then we do half minus half times coefficient of x. Minus half times coefficient of x, comma, minus half times कोफिशिएंट ऑफ y. कोई भी अगर तुमको ये इक्वेशन देते हैं और तुमसे पूछे कि सेंटर क्या होगा सर्कल का, तो तुमको बस ये करना है माइनस हाफ टाइम्स कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x, comma the y coordinate is minus half times coefficient of y. So tell me for this particular equation what will be the center?
minus half into 1, comma,
Coefficient of x,
minus
not
half.
x square.
Oh, 2g.
So minus half of 2g is what? Minus g.
Yeah.
So the x coordinate is minus g. What about the y coordinate?
y 2f
Minus f.
Minus
Minus
2f.
Minus f. Minus f, not 2f.
yeah, it will
Yeah,
get cancelled.
multiply.
Yeah.
हाँ, okay. So equation दे दी सर्कल की, and तुम्हें पूछ रहे हैं, अच्छा इस फॉर्म में इक्वेशन होनी चाहिए, राइट? एक्सपैंडेड फॉर्म वाली इक्वेशन. So in this case you calculate the center by taking minus half of the coefficient of x and minus half of the coefficient of y. Also you can calculate the radius from this particular equation only. So this will be square root of g square plus f square minus c. अब ये फॉर्मूलाज तुम्हें याद रखना है. This c is the constant.
So how did we get the radius one?
I'll tell you. Question में I'll tell you कि how did we get this radius वाला term.
So also one more thing, how did you derive the general equation? Like, yeah, how did you like derive it?
Which equation?
The ax square plus 2hxy, the whole equation,
अच्छा.
how did you get it?
Okay. This is a general equation. In terms of x and y, अगर x का power 2 है, y का power 2 है, so एक general 2 degree, like general 2 polynomial, sorry, general 2 variable equation looks like this. You have x square, you have y square, you have x का coefficient, y का coefficient, xy का coefficient and a constant term. This is a general equation. ठीक है?
The gx and fy, how did you get that?
With gx and fy.
2gx plus 2fy, why is that given?
I didn't get you what I was trying to say.
So like ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy,
Right.
that is
These are
why
the
is that
coefficients
part
of x
added?
and y ना. हाँ. अच्छा तुमको अगर 2g को मान लो कोई और वेरिएबल लिखना, लेट्स से r, तो rx भी लिख सकते हो. इट्स जस्ट फॉर द सिंपलिसिटी, क्योंकि हम यहाँ माइनस हाफ मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं ना, सो मैंने यहाँ इसको 2 ले लिया. ठीक है, सो दैट हमारा सेंटर ओनली वन वेरिएबल की टर्म्स में आ जाए. You can take 2g to be some other variable, let's say r or something else. Okay. Let me give you an equation now. Okay, write an example. X square plus y square plus 8x, let's say plus 4y minus 9 is equal to 0. So इसमें you have to tell me what is the center के coordinates and the radius.
What do we need to find out?
Center and the radius of the circle. Acha, should I help you for the first question? Okay, Smera correct. Chalo, theek hai, I'll help. Identify the x coordinate. X coordinate का coefficient is 8. Y coordinate का coefficient is 4. Center के लिए what I said you? Minus half of the x coordinate. X coordinate का coefficient. Sorry, x का coefficient. So minus half of 8, comma, minus half of 4. Right? So minus 4, comma, minus 2 is the center of the circle. Okay. Now calculate the radius. For calculating the radius, what we do is square root of g square plus f square minus c. अच्छा, अब g क्या होता है? G is again half of x minus half of x coordinate. So this is actually g and this is f. Now c is what? C is minus 9. Take it with the sign. C is minus 9. So radius is equal to square root of g square. So g is minus 4 the whole square plus minus 2 the whole square minus c, that is minus of minus 9. So this is equal to square root of 16 plus 4 is 20 and 29. Square root of 29. Radius minus 3. आदित कैसे आ सकता है यार radius negative?
So what I did is that like जो 8x और 4x है ना, तो उधर values नहीं था g और f का, so I took it as 0. So I did -9 का root.
नहीं. जो तुम्हारा center आता है ना, that are the values of g and f. Okay? ऐसे याद रख सकते हो.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So while taking out the radius, should we take g as -4 or just 4?
You should take g as -4 now. वैसे it doesn't matter because we are doing a square, right? But it's a good practice if you take them with sign.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do one more. अभी example 2 पे मत जाओ. Same basis पे एक और example करते हैं. Okay. So it is x square plus y square minus 7x plus 5y minus 14 is equal to 0.
Sir, अगर even 2x होने से that still will be divided by 2 ना?
हाँ, एक्चुअली तुम कंफ्यूज मत हो यार. तुम लोग को बस ये करना है, पीछे वाला फॉर्मूला कितना याद रखना है कि स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ जी स्क्वायर प्लस एफ स्क्वायर माइनस सी फॉर द रेडियस. एंड सेंटर के लिए यू हैव टू रिमेंबर माइनस हाफ ऑफ द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स कॉमा माइनस हाफ ऑफ द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ वाई. उससे जो वैल्यूज आ रही है दैट आर द वैल्यूज ऑफ जी एंड एफ, एंड वो वैल्यूज तुम्हें रेडियस में सब्स्टिट्यूट करना. दैट्स ऑल. ओके, सेंटर तो वेरी इजी, आई गेस देखते ही पता चल जाता है कि सेंटर क्या होगा. कोफिशिएंट ऑफ coefficient of x, coefficient of y, make it like minus half of it. So 7/2 comma minus 5/2.
So for the center, we have to take the sign, right?
Yes. For the center you have to take the sign, and sign तुम रखो यार. तुम radius में भी sign negative है तो negative ही लो. And like you'll make a mistake if you don't do it. Rishit incorrect. I guess there's a calculation error. 9 by 2. 9 incorrect. Smera correct. So C का वैल्यू क्या है? -14 है या +14 है?
-14.
ठीक है.
-14.
So that means square root of g square, that is 49 by 4 plus -5 by 2 the whole square, that is 25 by 4 minus c. C is how much? -14. So
that
minus
will
of
make
-14.
So is my answer correct?
So it
Yeah,
will
you
be
have answered.
130 by 4 square root.
Yeah, 130 by 4. Ritu, you have only answered for the center, right? Acha, nahi. Nahi, radius is incorrect. So when you solve this, you'll get 130 by 4, square root of 130 by 4. Or rather, you can say this as square root of 65 by 2.
Sir, actually, yeah, I made a not really a calculating error, but I took 9 as seeing example 1. I forgot we were doing the third one, so
No
that
problem,
is
no
why
problem.
I took 40. Yeah.
It's okay. You should get the approach. That's all. Okay, all clear for example 3 and example 1 now. अब कोई भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा तो कर लेंगे सब लोग. क्या एक क्वेश्चन और करें? आई वांट 100% एक्यूरेट आंसर्स. एक क्वेश्चन और करें जल्दी से.
Okay.
चलो ठीक है. अर्नव, it's been a while you are not answering यार, क्या हो गया?
Nothing, Samia.
You haven't answered any question. Chalo, let's see. Okay, last one. Quickly. And don't put an individual message for the center and the radius. Put both of them together in a single message. Okay, Smera correct. Nice. Everyone recheck your answer twice before answering. I want accurate. Acha, Rishit has also answered. Rishit correct. Sanat correct. Great. Ritu correct. Adit correct. Nice. Arnav, Sanskriti. Yes, guys, are you stuck? Okay, Sanskriti, correct. Arnav, are you there? I think there's some network issue.
So he said he's having some network issues. He's like, he is.
Okay. So, yeah, the answer is 1 by 2, comma 1 by 2 for the center, and for the radius, it's square root of 1 by 2. Achha, for all of the questions we have done till now, the coefficient of x square and y square is 1, right? All of the coefficients were 1. So basically, this formula is valid only when the coefficient of x square and y square are 1. This is only valid when
If
coefficient
not, do we divide it by
yeah, exactly.
the number?
I'm going to tell you about that. This is actually very, very important. Okay. Let me write one more example.
So we didn't do
haven't
example
done
2.
the second one.
Yeah, we'll do it. यार वो मुझे आता नहीं है, अभी तुम बार-बार example 2 बोल रहे हो. I don't like. So the next question is 2x square plus 2y square minus 8x plus 4y is equal to 0. So मैंने क्या बोला था, coefficient of x square और coefficient of y square will always be same. अब हमको वो वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना है जो हमने पढ़ा है, तो उसके लिए we need to make coefficient of x square and y square as 1. Think of a way कि how can we do that?
Divide
By
the
the
whole
whole thing by 2.
वाह यार, तुम सबकी मैथ्स तो बहुत अच्छी है. Great. Yes, you have to divide by 2 and you'll get the coefficient of x square and y square as 1.
So if it was, for example, 3, then we divide by 3.
Right. If it's n, then you have to divide it by n. Great. Rishit correct. Smera correct. Nice. Adit correct. Ritu correct. Who is left? Sanskriti, Arnav. Acha, till then, everyone who have solved this question, example 5, go to the second example and try to find out the center and the radius.
So can you show the question once?
Okay. Yes, Sanat, even you have not answered, I guess.
So what do we need to find here? Center and radius.
Yeah, center and radius. Okay, Ritu, correct. So Ritu will explain the second one. बच गया, मेरे को आता नहीं था वैसे. Rishit, incorrect. Yes, Sanskriti. Sanat, what happened? संस्कृति नहीं सॉल्व हो रहा है. Okay, Sanskriti, correct. Sanat, what
Sir,
about
can you
you?
hear me?
Yeah.
I got disconnected. Like before I could copy the question. Hold on.
Okay, what about you, Arnav?
So I also got disconnected.
When did you got disconnected?
For the example 4.
For the example 4. अच्छा, तो example 5 किसी से पूछ लेना बाद में, ठीक है? There's only a concept कि x square और y square का coefficient same होना चाहिए, and the coefficient has to be 1. Anyone from like any of you just explain Arnav after the class.
So I
Okay. No, after the class. I'm just going to save the time because वापस से you will tell, okay, after the class. Acha. Yes, who is going to explain the example 2? Rishit has also answered.
Sir, I
Sir,
just
it's
have a
fine.
question.
So that I can do it.
I too can do
Sir,
it.
I just have a doubt. So we have to like
Yes.
first expand the bracket,
No, no,
right?
no, 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 no. That's a easy way to do it. I mean, वो तो कर ही सकते हो. Then you do again minus half of g minus half of f. So that is but obvious. But directly looking at the question, you can find out the center and the radius. Acha, I'll give you a hint. Okay, let Ritu explain then. Chalo, ठीक है.
So I did by expansion.
Oh, wait. I got it. Please don't let her explain. Just let me answer
Okay,
one. I got it.
Sanat, you explain then, even if it's wrong.
Sir,
problem.
come on, sir. I told
Okay,
up
can
first.
Okay,
Sanat.
one second. चलो Rishit, you go. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं.
Let him do
Uh,
center, I'll do radius.
Okay, ठीक है.
So, sir, it's the formula x minus h and y minus k. So h and k is basically the center,
Center
hence
of the
2 and
circle.
3.
Okay.
Minus 2,
So
minus
actually, yeah, the hint lies in this particular equation. हमने जो first equation लिखी थी, that is of exactly of that form. X minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. देखो इस equation को और इस equation को match करो. Exactly the same. So ये वैसा ही लिखा हुआ है. Distance of the point from the center is equal to r square. So h is like, this is completely resembling with x minus h the whole square. Y minus k the whole square is equal to r the whole square. So you can write this as x minus 2 the whole square plus y minus 3 the whole square is equal to 5 ka whole square, right? So h is 2, not minus 2, because this is x minus h. X minus 2, that means h is 2, k is 3, and the radius is 5. So the center is 2, 3, and the radius is 5. Okay, any doubts? All clear? So अब कोई भी equation मिलेगी.
So this is
Yes,
probably the only chapter where everyone wants to explain the question.
Okay. and I don't know where is that answer from. Okay, one last question for center and radius. Example 6. So it is x plus 3 the whole square plus y minus 4 the whole square is equal to, let's say, 7 whole square. Ritu incorrect. ऋषित करेक्ट. मतलब जिसके लिए क्वेश्चन दिया था ऋतु ने वही मिस्टेक करी.
So is my answer right?
1 second. Sana.
I think beginning में I
Yes.
wrote radius by mistake.
Yeah,
Sorry.
correct. Okay, Ritu correct. Cool, Adit, correct. Nice. So अब समझ आया, दोनों फॉर्म्स हमें पता होने चाहिए सर्कल की, ताकि we can calculate the center and the radius. Okay, Sanskriti correct. Great. Smera, center is correct. Radius is very easy. I mean, radius the question में ही है. Arnav, are you there? Radius 49, man, no. The last term is r square. Smera. Okay, radius 7. What about you, Arnav? Are you there?
But he got disconnected again.
Chalo, no problem. We'll move ahead then. We'll refer to the recording. Okay. Now, till now we have done the center and the radius. Now the new type of questions is you have to find the equation of circle. I'll give you the center and the radius, and you have to find out the equation of the circle. So let's say center is 2, 3 and radius is 5. So जब भी circle की equation लिखनी है तो we'll use the first form of the equation, x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. This particular equation. Okay. अब इसको कैसे यूज करेंगे that I'll let you know. So अगर center is 2, 3 and the radius is 5, so x minus h the whole square, that means x minus the x coordinate, so x minus 2 the whole square plus y minus the y coordinate, so y minus 3 the whole square is equal to 5 whole square. So this solves out to x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 25. सुपर इजी, ये तो सेंटर निकालने से भी ज्यादा इजी। So second question is,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
So, like when we are finding the equation, do we have to bring the radius to the LHS, or can we just keep it on the RHS?
no, it's fine even if you
Because
keep it on
usually
the
in like
RHS.
other equations, we have a 0 on the RHS, right?
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's fine. अगर तुमको इसको expand करके लिखना है, so then you can expand the brackets and then keep all of the terms to the left hand side. Okay, expand the whole square and keep all of the terms to the left hand side. Okay, the second question is, center is 1 comma minus 1 and radius is 2. Radius is, let's say, square root of 2. इसमें तो तुम लोग सीधा चैट बॉक्स में चालू हो जाओ। आई मीन कॉपी की भी जरूरत नहीं है, आई गेस। सनत ने तो इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन लिख दी है, x minus 1 plus y minus।
I forgot the squares. I forgot the squares.
स्मेरा करेक्ट, आदित्य करेक्ट, ऋतु
सर वो
करेक्ट।
x का है ना थोड़ा गलत हो गया, मेरा कैप्स में एक था तो दैट्स द x।
हाँ, इट्स ओके। और ऋषित करेक्ट। संस्कृति, you have missed the whole square. It's x minus 1 the whole square plus y plus 1 the whole square is equal to 2. अर्नव करेक्ट। ओके, सो अगर सेंटर होगा और रेडियस होगा तो इक्वेशन ऑफ सर्कल भी सब लोग निकाल लेंगे, राइट? कोई डाउट नहीं है इसमें भी, ठीक है। अच्छा, एक और वेरिएबल की टर्म्स में भी कर लेते हैं, मे बी वहां किसी को कुछ एरर हो। तो सेंटर इज लेट्स से h comma k, radius is let's say square root of h square plus k square. So what is the equation of circle now? अच्छा ठीक है, सब लोग मत लिखो। Is it x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square? So r square is h square plus k square, right? कोई डाउट है?
So could you explain the radius part once?
Radius का whole square is the constant term on the right hand side part. Radius is square root of h square plus k square. So you make a radius का square and you put it on the right hand side, right?
प्लस c किधर गया, वो उसमें है नहीं।
Plus c,
सॉरी माइनस c टू फाइंड द रेडियस।
with c. अच्छा, ये तुम उसको उससे मत रिलेट करो यार। This is just two variables h and k. Don't compare it with the second equation which we have written. Okay.
Yeah, then I got it.
Okay, great. So हमको इक्वेशन ऑफ सर्कल निकालना भी आ गया, सेंटर से रेडियस से, एंड इक्वेशन ऑफ सेंटर एंड रेडियस भी निकालना आ गया फ्रॉम अ इक्वेशन ऑफ अ सर्कल। ओके, Okay, chalo, let's do this. Example 1 again. So you have to find the equation of the circle. Which passes through the point -2, -3 and has its center on the negative direction of x-axis and is of radius 5 units. Now तुमको पहले मैं center and radius बहुत easily दे देता था, right? So basically circles में जो complication है, that is they'll let you know like you have to find out the center and the radius from the given conditions in the equation. अगर center and radius आ गया तो equation of circle तो हम easily बना ही लेते हैं. So basically in questions में केवल एक ही complication है कि you have to find out the center and the circle from the condition.
Radius is 5 units means it's 5 only, right?
5 units means rather than centimeter, meter, it's just units. कोई भी unit हो सकता है. Sanat, the circle is passing through -2, -3. It is not given that the center is -2, -3. So जो भी ये सोच रहा है कि x plus 2 the whole square plus y plus 3 the whole square is equal to 25, वो इक्वेशन नहीं है क्योंकि -2, -3 से सर्कल पास कर रहा है, सर्कल का सेंटर नहीं है वो.
It's basically a point in the circle, right?
A point on the circle.
Like
Yeah.
a point on the circumference.
Yes, exactly. A point on the circumference. So जो भी तुम्हारी सर्कल की इक्वेशन होगी वो इस पॉइंट को सैटिस्फाई करेगी.
Yeah, so like what I wrote, that's like the -2 is the x value, right?
So no, sorry, that's for a particular case. Sanat, हमको इक्वेशन x और y में ही तो चाहिए होगी पूरी. तुमने x और y की वैल्यू
Oh,
स्पेसिफाई करके सेंटर को वेरिएबल बना दिया. That's not right.
okay, I understood.
Anyone who has any clue कि sir this is my strategy which I'm going to follow, या कुछ भी समझ नहीं आ रहा है कैसे?
A little bit. So,
Yeah.
like it'll be -2 minus x the whole square, and y would be 0 because it's on the x-axis.
Okay, right.
And then you equate that to the radius.
Exactly. Very nice. Okay, great. So I'll explain to the other people. See, let's take the center to be h comma k. Okay. Let's read the question now. So question is saying we have to find the equation of the circle which passes through the point this. So this is one condition which we have, and we have its center on the negative direction of x-axis. X-axis पे center है. That means y coordinate 0 होगा. Right. So मैं k को तो directly यहाँ से ही 0 कर सकता हूँ. That means center will be h comma 0. I have the radius with me. Radius is 5 units. So मेरे पास center अभी variable की form में है. That's okay. I have to find the value of h and I have the radius with me. So इस equation, इस circle की equation क्या होगी? X minus h the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square is equal to r whole square. That means 5 whole square. इस step तक किसी को कोई doubt है?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the question is saying that the circle passes through minus 2 comma minus 3. That means for these values of x and y, like for these values of x and y, this equation is satisfied. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? कि circle क्योंकि इस point से pass कर रहा है, तो that means for this value of x and y, our circle will be satisfied or our equation will be satisfied. So if I put minus 2 and minus 3, I'll get minus 2 minus h the whole square plus minus 3 minus 0 the whole square is equal to 5 whole square.
So, one
yeah.
thing, if x is, I mean, the center is in the negative direction, wouldn't that be plus h?
Wouldn't that be plus h? See, I'm not doing this. h की वैल्यू अगर नेगेटिव आ गई, देखो यहाँ से h की दो वैल्यूज आएगी, राइट? दिस इज अ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ h. सो अगर h की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आई तो मैं उसको रिजेक्ट कर दूंगा बिकॉज आई नो दैट द सेंटर लाइज ऑन द नेगेटिव x एक्सिस. I'll take the negative value and I'll reject the positive value. अगर मैं पहले से नेगेटिव h लेके चलता तो देयर लाइक बाद में कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है सॉल्यूशन में. So better I take it to be positive and at the end when you get the value, reject the values.
Okay.
Well, that's incorrect, Ritu. So tell me what you get after solving this equation, like the values of h. Two and minus 6. Okay. So you get the values of h as 2 and minus 6. So कौन सा will reject and कौन सा will accept? Which value will accept?
And accept minus 6.
We'll accept
Sorry.
minus 6 because it's on the negative x-axis.
Okay, so this will be rejected. So that's all. Question solve हो गया. Equation of circle क्या हो जाएगी? पूरी equation में variable was h. So it will be x minus 2 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square is equal to 5 whole square. That's all.
Wait, how did you get the value of h, like two values of h?
This is a
Wait, we
quadratic
rejected
equation.
2, na?
We rejected 2,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
So we
So that was
rejected
like
2, it will be
plus.
+6.
And then, yeah.
So people, those who were doing -2 minus h का whole square plus -3 minus k whole square is equal to 5 whole square. जिन लोगों ने भी ये आंसर किया था ना, उनकी मिस्टेक ये थी कि they have taken the center as variable. वो अलाउड नहीं है. Center is a fixed point, right? So वो fixed point ही तुमको निकालना था.
But so, like
Yeah.
even if we did it the other way around, we wouldn't we still get the same answer? Because like if you like have a 5-unit radius, like from -2 comma -3, it would pass through like the center of this circle, right?
Okay. 1 second. You're saying, देखो अभी तक हम जो इक्वेशन लिख रहे थे, we had a center and we used to take a point on, like we used to have the variables which were on the circumference of the circle. तुम लोगों ने जो इक्वेशन लिखी वो क्या थी कि this is my center and it is passing through this particular point like this.
So we could use that equation to find like that point, right?
Which point?
The center of the other circle.
How will you do that? If the equation is -2 minus h whole square plus -3 minus k whole square is equal to 5 whole square. How will you use
So,
this
but we
equation?
know k is
0.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So k is 0.
So we'll only have
Y
one variable.
minus 0 and like
And
x
then we can
minus.
solve it.
Then you can solve it,
Yeah.
but तुमने यही equation answer कर दिया था. I'm telling, if you answer this equation, then your circle is this particular circle. कि तुम्हारा center is -2 comma -3 and radius is 5. But you have to calculate this circle. Okay. No doubts? Great. Okay. So next question I'm taking from NCERT only. Find let me know when you finish up writing because I have to stop screen sharing.
Done.
Sort of.
So we'll have to use like the first formula we got, right?
Yeah, always
To
frame the
find the
circle
radius.
equation. Yeah. Don't use that minus g and minus half g and f wala concept for finding the equation of the circle. Ritu, correct. Nice. Smera, correct. Great. Sanat, correct. Great, yeah. Nice. Everyone is answering correct. Rishit, correct. No, Rishit incorrect. Sorry. Rishit incorrect. Yeah. Now it's correct, Rishit. Okay. संस्कृति रेडियस क्या आया 13 आया स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 13 आया संस्कृति अर्णव करेक्ट आदित्य करेक्ट
Yes, sir. The radius came root 13.
root 13 so why you have done 13 whole square at the end
So I left it in the for writing while writing the equation. I left it in the square.
okay in the chat you have left like you got root 13 right
Yes, sir.
so the equation will be x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equals to square root of 13 whole square
Yes, sir.
you want me to solve this or it's fine chalo theek hai, I'll do it quickly so I first write the equation of circle as x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square okay so this will be x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to r square now it passes through 4 comma 5 so 4 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus 2 whole square is equal to r square so yahan se you'll get r as 13 sorry square root of 13 and then you get the equation as x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to square root of 13 whole square. Okay. Well, do you guys know about straight lines? Yes, I know.
Yes, sir. But what in straight lines?
Yes, sir.
How to form an equation of a line using 2 points? 2-point form of a line. Anybody who does not remember or does not know how to form an
Is it
equation?
the M1 X1 one? which you're talking about?
You first have to calculate the slope, and then it's y2 y minus y1 is equal
X2
to
minus, yeah.
It's like y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. सर हम तो सब भूल गए, हमको पता नहीं कब पढ़ाया था.
Sir, I'm sorry, I did forget one part of it. What was the the condition when it was something like x by y minus or plus y by x, or something a is equal to 1 or something? I just forgot about that. What was that
Equation.
condition? Yeah.
When a and b are the intercepts. Guys, revision karo yaar. Whole syllabus is going to come in the final term, right? Half of
Not
it
Whole
is
as
yet.
the other half would come for us.
ठीक है. Anyways, straight lines is something जो conics में बहुत help करता है. चलो ठीक है, we'll solve it using the other approach then, without the straight lines. Okay, so the question is, find the equation of the circle passing through this is line, not line. Okay.
Sir, I just have one doubt. In the
Yeah,
end, would we get a definite answer, or
of
in
course,
terms of variables?
you'll get a definite answer. How can you do it? Rishit is asking, chalo, this is a question to everyone. Can we find out the distance between the 2 points and divide it by 2 to get the radius? Why not?
possible.
You don't know if like the
Because it's
points
not
are
like
on 180
opposite each
degrees.
other.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't know that the points are the ends of a diameter or not. To be more precise.
Like, it can be a chord also.
Exactly. So let's say if you have a circle and these 2 points are this and this. So ये distance ये हो गया, by 2 will not give you the radius. This will only give when this is one end, this is one end. I mean, if it's the diameter. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute quickly. Okay, let me do it now. So, अच्छा किसी के पास
So could you repeat?
anyone?
Your voice.
Do you have? Okay, you have any clue of how to do the question?
So I
answer.
started.
Tell me how you started.
So I found the equation of like, oh, I found my mistake. Never mind.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm not very sure, but the thing is, the equation we know is r square, right? So we can take them, since the radius would be equal, we could take the two equations as equal and then just solve it without the radius. After that, I don't know what to do.
Okay, but that was pretty nice. So I'll write the equation of the circle as x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. I don't know the centers and even I don't know the radius. Right? Okay. But I know that it is passing through 2, 3 and minus 1, 1. So when it passes through 2, 3, can I say that the equation will be 2 minus h whole square plus 3 minus k whole square is equal to r square? Is that correct or is that correct?
Correct.
Minus 1 comma minus 1 comma 1 say if it passes, so it will be minus 1 minus h the whole square plus 1 minus k the whole square is equal to r square. Again, so can you solve these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2?
So I have a doubt.
Yes.
Like, do we expand or can we just like
Yeah,
equate
you will
one
have
part
to
with another
expand.
part?
You have to expand. So it's basically 2 minus h the whole square plus 3 minus k the whole square is equal to minus 1 minus h whole square plus 1 minus k. We'll get an equation in terms of h and k. Tell me that equation.
So I got a solution after expanding. Can you check it?
Yeah, tell me.
So I made a typo in mine. I'm resubmitting.
Okay. Okay, I'll write the equation. It is 6h plus 4k is equal to 11. Okay. So let's say this is our third equation. So I guess you know that कि जितने number of variables होता है उतनी number of equations we need to solve them. Let's say if you have two variables, then you need two equations to solve them, right? So we have one equation, which is equation 3 in terms of h and k. So from where we can get the second equation?
X minus 3y वाला part में
Minus
लिखो।
11 is equals to 0. So हमने center माना था h comma k, right? And question में it is given that center lies on this line. That means h comma k will also satisfy this line, right? So एक equation हमको यहाँ से मिल जाएगी कि h minus 3y minus 11 is equal to 0. Let's say this is equation 4. So equation 3 and equation 4 को solve करके you will get the values of h and k. Sorry, we'll get the values of h and k. तो center आ जाएगा. Center के बाद कोई भी equation 1 या 2 में h की और k की value put कर देना, you will get the value of r. So after doing all this, tell me the value of h, k and r. ठीक है? And anybody, if you have any doubt, how did we form the equations, you can ask me.
So to get the third equation, you just equated 1 and 2 to each other, right?
Yes, yes. Because both equate to x square. Okay, Arnav, K is correct. Ritu, K is incorrect.
Sir, I just have a silly doubt. So we have in 3 and 4, if we are using the elimination method, we will keep the we will start with the fourth equation, right?
Well, yeah, these doubts are not expected actually. So if you use the
That's why
elimination
that's silly.
method, how can you use the elimination method, by the way? You multiply equation 3 by 6
yeah.
and then subtract both
4
of the
by
equation.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if
subtract.
we, for example, keep the fourth one, uh, if we solve, never mind.
Smera correct, Arnav correct. So Smera and Arnav, calculate the value of r now. Okay, correct, Adit. Sanat, I guess there is a small mistake. H is correct, but check the sign of K. Like the value is correct, but
Oh, it's
sign isn't
it's
correct.
supposed to be minus. I didn't type it. Sorry.
And guys, try to keep your cameras on. Rishit, Sanat, Arnav.
So give me 5 minutes.
For
Switching on the camera.
you need 5 minutes for switching on the camera. R square is 130 by 4. Okay, correct, Adam. So what will be the equation of the circle then? So everyone, we are getting h to be 7 by 2 and k to be minus 5 by 2. Ritu and this Sanskriti, you have not answered about h and k.
So I'm still
Okay.
working it out. I keep getting like 11 by 2.
For which one? Okay, 11
For
by 2 for
h.
h. Okay, so I'll write the final answer. It's just calculation after all of these steps. So yeah, we get h to be, okay, so h is 7 by 2, k is minus 5 by 2, and r is this square root of 65 by 2. Okay, and then you know how to write the equation of the circle. Great. Nice. समझ आया कि कैसे इन इक्वेशन को, I mean the major part of the question is how to figure out these equations. सॉल्व तो तुम कर लोगे. Okay, now write a heading, position of a point with respect to a circle. So ये हमारा बड़ा सा सर्कल है. This is the center. Okay, which point is inside the circle, which point is on the circle, which point is outside the circle?
So can you put a name to it? Like just label them.
C is inside the circle, B is on the circle, A is outside.
Outside the circle.
So ठीक है, that's all, यही बताना है. Hold on. Let's say you have an equation of circle. अच्छा, अब इस केस में you have to make all of the terms to the left hand side. लेट्स से अगर कोई इक्वेशन है x स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर प्लस 2gx प्लस 2fy इज इक्वल टू c. सो इसमें तुमको सारी टर्म्स को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लेके आना है एंड x स्क्वायर और y स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट पॉजिटिव रखना है. ठीक है, ये मत करना कि ये सारी टर्म्स को इधर शिफ्ट कर दो. You have to solve this equation in such a way that, like, you have to make the equation in such a way that you get the coefficient of x square and y square as positive. So अगर कोई equation है x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square है, so this equation will change to x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square minus r square is equal to 0. अब इसमें तुम x and y की वैल्यू पुट करोगे. ठीक है, अब मैं बताता हूँ कैसे पता चलेगा कोई पॉइंट सर्कल के अंदर है या बाहर है. तो लेट्स से इस सर्कल की इक्वेशन है s इज इक्वल टू 0. अब सर ये s क्या है? तो s ये है कि ऑल ऑफ द टर्म्स, जो भी सारी टर्म्स है यहाँ पे, आई एम टेकिंग देम टू बी s. ओके, सो इफ s इज इक्वल टू 0 इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ द सर्कल एंड लेट्स से यू फाइंड s ऑफ a. So क्योंकि point is outside the circle, so you'll get s of a as positive. So if s, like if you put this point in the circle ka equation and if you get it to be positive, then it means that point is outside the circle. इसको a की बजाय let's say कोई random point. So if s is positive, that means the point is outside the circle. If s is equal to 0, point is on the circle. If s is less than 0, point is outside the point is inside the circle. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं करना है. सर्कल की इक्वेशन में जो भी पॉइंट है उसको डाल देना है. ठीक है, अगर वैल्यू सॉल्व होने के बाद पॉजिटिव आए, दैट मींस पॉइंट इज आउटसाइड द सर्कल. अगर इक्वल टू 0 है, दैट मींस पॉइंट इज ऑन द सर्कल. अगर लेस देन 0 है तो इट इज आउटसाइड द सर्कल, इनसाइड द सर्कल. सॉरी. सो दिस इज पॉइंट A, पॉइंट B and point C. Everyone written? Should I change the slide?
1 minute, sir.
1 minute, sir.
Again, in this particular equation also, you have to make the coefficient of x and y as 1. ठीक है, जब s में वैल्यू डाल रहे हो तो कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x and y 1 होना चाहिए. x square and y square का, sorry. Make the coefficient of x square and y square as 1. Let's do a question. So example 1 again. So enough of example 1. So let's say the equation is 7 is equal to x square plus y square plus 2x minus 8y, and tell me that minus 1 comma 0 lies inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. Okay, Smera, correct. I think first of all, you have to change the equation in the given format. Sanskriti, correct. Okay, Rishit, correct. Ritu, correct. अर्नव करेक्ट, ठीक है. इस पे और क्वेश्चंस नहीं करता है. गेस इट्स सुपर इजी. बस पॉइंट को सर्कल में डालना है एंड देन यू गेट इट्स इनसाइड, आउटसाइड और ऑन द सर्कल. Write another example. Any answers for the first question? This one.
Still solving, sir.
Still solving, but there is not too much to solve. I don't know what you guys are solving.
Sir, I am not getting how to
Yes.
do the second one, the diameter question.
Yes, sir. Me also.
Okay.
I mean, I have some ideas, but all of them end up does not like end up like they end up not giving the value of h and k for not h and k, sorry, the other coordinate. It's always the variable that we get.
Okay. Adit incorrect. Should I tell you the answer then? I mean, the solution process. Anyone?
The
wants to-
second one.
Yes, Adit.
So Smera said 2 minutes, so 2 minutes.
No, you were also saying something.
I was saying can you also do it like because I tried to
Okay.
use it to straight lines, but it's the wrong.
Yeah, it's straight lines only.
So can we solve it?
Okay. Smera is like answering something. Smera, your answer is correct. Great. Chalo, explain. One
Yeah,
second.
so I took like the center from the given equation, from the
Mhm.
formula minus half into the x coordinate and minus half into y coordinate. Coefficient. And then when I got the center, then
What is the center?
just
Tell
now,
us.
center I got as 3 comma minus 5 by 2. Yeah. And
After
then
this?
we had one
Excuse
point
me, sir.
already.
Incorrect.
Can
Sanat,
you just
incorrect.
check if right?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Then we had one point already as minus 1 comma 3 of the diameter.
Mhm.
So the second point for finding that, we can use 3 and minus 5 by 2 as the midpoints and use the midpoint formula.
Exactly. अला इतना easy नहीं समझ आ रहा था यार तुम लोग को.
सर इसको भी टाइम लगा समझने में.
I mean, if you know कि midpoint formula लगाना है तो seconds में हो जाता है. So take h comma k as the other point, and मेरे को लगा तुम लोग easily identify कर पाओगे क्योंकि ऋषित ने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था तब हमने ये चीज डिस्कस की थी कि डायमीटर के एंड पॉइंट्स होंगे, then we can do 1/2 of it. So I thought, चलो कोई बात नहीं. Very nice, Mera. Great. Try the second one. Well done. Achha, how many of you mind if I extend the class by 15 minutes?
Or sir.
Problem. कर लो sir. अरे वाह. Thank you. Yeah, always ask. Okay, and before solving, everyone write these 3 questions. Like today, what we'll do is I'll give you NCRT exercise, one exercise from NCRT and some question from like the class itself. So there are around 10 to 12 questions from NCRT. And I guess I'll give 5 to 6 more in the class. So quickly solve the first one, go to the second, third, write second and third, and I'm writing more questions.
So since we know how to do the first one, can we do it in type of the homework itself and just start with the second one?
It's better if you do it. I mean, get the final answer. अब तो टाइम नहीं लगेगा. मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला सबको लगाना आता है ना? Everybody knows the formula or not? Okay. Yes, Ritu, correct for the first one. No. Can I change the slide? Have you written the second question? Okay.
So you can change.
Sir, so should we solve those questions before or write what you're writing and then start solving at the end?
No, you should start solving the second one now. And I'll give the, like, we'll do second one in the class. Third one will be the homework, and rest of all the questions which I'm writing will be the homework. Okay, so you can start solving the second one.
So 1 second, can you just go back? I need to make sure I got the equation. Okay, sir.
And guys, in the next class, please make sure you revise straight lines once. The center is correct. I'm not really sure for the radius, Mira. Okay, Rishit, again, center is correct. तुम दोनों का constant term match नहीं कर रहा, radius वाला term. Smira and Rishit. I think radius will become root 2 times of the original radius.
Root 2 times or only
Second
2?
one.
Sorry, Smira.
I did not understand how root 2 times. I just did it into 2.
Area double करना. Area is pi r square. अगर radius 2r हो जाएगा, तो area will become 4 times. देखो, अगर पाई आर स्क्वायर है, अगर मैं r को 2r से चेंज कर देता हूं, तो एरिया विल बिकम 4 टाइम्स ऑफ पाई आर स्क्वायर. सो दिस बिकम्स 4 टाइम्स.
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. Ritu, your answer is incorrect. Let me check this shit.
Sir, mine is wrong. The radius is wrong. Don't consider that.
Okay. So even you did double the radius?
Yeah. Not exactly double, but yeah, something like that. So could you show how was that 4 pi r square again?
Do it yourself. अगर
So
radius.
I sent you like the radius for the first circle. Can you check if it's right?
No, I'll not check it. I'll check the final circle ka radius. So center comes out to be 3/2 and 1, right? -1.
-2.
So -2, right?
3/2 and then -2.
3/2 and -2. Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay. And then you calculate the radius. मैं solve करूँ. I don't have the
So
final
just
answer.
show
to
me
this.
the radius again.
Which radius?
How did you get, I mean 2 pi r, so, I mean 4 pi r square. How did you get that? Just show that again.
If area is pi r square and radius changes to 2 times of radius, then what will be the new area, Rishit?
Okay.
Guys, do you mind if I extend the class by 15 minutes more? Because जिस space से हम लोग solve कर रहे हैं, मेरे को लग नहीं रहा है कि I'll be able to cover.
So you were saying that after like a certain sum, you were like the rest of the sums we had to take.
Yeah,
as a whole.
only this question is to be done. But I expected I have class after this. How many classes do you attend in a day, man? You go to school, you attend this, you then go to one more class.
So are you talking about Anna?
No.
So can you
Ritu.
solve this question like the second one?
चलो finally.
Sir, if this is the radius correct now? The equation
I don't
remains the
know,
same,
but
just the
no.
radius. Okay.
Okay.
So when we get like the center, using like that formula, could we like get like r square and just multiply r square by 2?
Yes, you can do it. Okay, tell me the center first. Center was how much?
3 by
3
2 and minus
2 and minus 2.
Okay. And C is equal to 1 by 2, right? So when I calculate the radius comes out to be 3 by 2 the whole square plus minus 2 the whole square minus 1 by 2. So this is
C is 1.
C is 1. You divide all of the
Yeah,
equation by 2, Smera.
Okay, I found my mistake.
It's
yes,
9 by 4 plus 4 minus 1 by 2. So it will be, LCM comes out to be 4. This is 9 plus 16 minus 2. So that means square root of 23 by 4. So it is square root of 23 by 2. That's the radius of the first circle. Now since we want a circle which has double the area, so new radius is root 2 times of this. So it will be square root of 2 times 23 by 2. So this will be square root of 23. So new circle की equation is x minus 3 by 2 the whole square plus y plus 2 the whole
So,
square
but it's
is equal
not like 23 upon root 2. How did you cancel root 2 and root 2? Like, isn't it like 4
yeah,
ka root and you convert it to 2?
yes, my bad. I thought it is whole.
And so you can keep r square, right?
Yeah, you
Like
can
you
keep,
don't need
like,
to do the root.
exactly. So this is this and this comes out to be square root of 23 by 2. So this is 23 by 2. Okay.
Well, sir, where did you multiply root 2?
This place, at this place.
So we only had to do till here, like we don't have to expand it.
It's better if you expand. एक बार NCERT में check कर लेना. I'm not really sure. Like in the first exercise, there are questions कि you have the center, you have the radius. So check that कि they are leaving the answer in this particular format or the like expanded version of this. अच्छा Adit, what is this अच्छा okay? Adit is not in the meet क्या?
No, sir, I am
Sir,
in the meet.
हाँ तो what is
I
this
thought
अच्छा?
So it's expanded.
It's
Can you
expanded.
expand it one sec? This is where I went wrong.
No, I'll not
can we
expand.
just do, sir, 4 pi r square? So there we just write 23, root 23 by 2.
Please say that again. This is I didn't hear that properly.
I'm saying we take the areas formula, 4 pi r square as you said. In there we just substitute the radius and then just find out the new one.
Still not getting what you are trying to say. तुमको अभी भी ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि how did we get square root of 2?
No.
Okay. So let's say, one second, let's say you have a circle जिसका radius r dash है. So pi r dash square उसका radius उसका area हो जाएगा. You want to make a circle जिसका area double है pi r square से. तो ये equation बनेगी. Pi से pi cancel हो गया. You'll get r dash as root 2 of r. I mean, this is the simplest explanation I can give.
Okay.
Now is it correct?
No. I have the final answer. I'll write it. तुम्हारा कांस्टेंट टर्म कुछ गलत आ रहा है. So it is -21. 4 का फैक्टर तुम्हारा कॉमन आ रहा है क्या रितु?
So can you repeat?
You're getting a common factor of 4 from all of the terms.
Yes, sir.
No.
No,
that's-
no, not that way. So I did 2 into r square. So it was 2 into 23 by 4. So it became 23 by 2. And like once you add and subtract, like the 2 is getting cancelled out.
This is the final answer. When you solve this, you'll get this. Sir, can you please solve this once?
So also acha, okay, now was reference to Arnav because I asked him a question about his class, so it wasn't directed to him.
What is the time? It's already 5:42. Okay, I'll share this PPT and वहां से तुम लोग ये questions copy कर लेना या you can take the screenshot.
I took the screenshots.
Okay, nice. And even for this last question. अच्छा, the thing is you have to solve these questions. ठीक है, ये मत बोलना सर we forgot and we didn't know. Screenshot हमने ले लिया था but वो केवल कंप्यूटर के लिए लिया था तो कंप्यूटर पता नहीं ऑटोमेटिकली सॉल्व करता नहीं है तो हमने भी नहीं किया.
सर फिर टेक्निकली एक ही सम आपने दिया है या आप और भी दोगे?
नहीं, मैंने ये क्वेश्चन दिया है H, ये क्वेश्चन दिया है, ये क्वेश्चन दिया है और ये क्वेश्चन दिया.
ओ एक मिनट, इसका मैं स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं लिया. एक मिनट
ले लो एंड कंप्यूटर पे मत छोड़ देना कि सर कंप्यूटर पे कोई ब्लेम किसी ने डाला तो वो नेक्स्ट क्लास में नहीं आएगा. ठीक है, आई मीन दिस हैपेंस. सो स्टूडेंट से कि सर हमने स्क्रीनशॉट तो लिया था बट हमको याद नहीं रहा तो हम नहीं करके आए.
But I just take screenshots and then put it in like somebody's chat. That way फिर like रह जाता है वहाँ पे और जिसके चैट में डालता है वो भी बाद में याद दिला देता है.
नाइस है, तो उसको भी सर्कल सिखा देते हो तुम.
मैं तो मम्मा के साथ एक ग्रुप बना के रखा है होमवर्क, उसमें डालती हूँ. शी कीप्स रिमाइंडिंग मी ये बाकी है, ये बाकी है.
Nice.
So, but the thing is कि the person I've made the chat with is a commerce student, so
So commerce student, they also do maths, na? Achha, they have a different math, I guess.
yeah, they have like
Different.
applied maths and that's also like only for the 5th subject. They don't have maths
Okay.
as a core subject. No?
Right. Okay. So circles is almost done with NCERT. अच्छा, NCERT में भी बता देता हूँ कौन सा क्या होमवर्क है.
So you said 11.1.
11.1, right? 11.1. Whole of the examples till 11.1. So 4 examples and 15 questions. So 15 and 4 comes out to be 19. And I've given 4 more, so 23. Okay. Now I'll stop the recording so that